Oh, this is epic. Shout out to the dribble and the orange man. Good morning.
King,
Peace.
peace, my brother.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Good morning. Why don't you tell my listeners who you are? You know, give them a little bit about your background, shit, musically, and then we'll go off into your heritage.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. My name, everybody know me as Little Haiti. I represent my country, so I put it as my name. The reason, I'm going to tell you a little story. I used to go back and forth to Haiti. They used to call me American. I was like, that don't stick well with me. I represent my country when I go back over there strong. So when I go back to Haiti, they know me as Little Haiti. They love the name. I moved in the United States 2004, 2003. My dad was able to bring me over here successfully. I went to school, did all the good things, didn't finish college, unfortunately, because due to my music career, I ended up getting a deal with Sony and Tree Sound from a lot of the connections I mentioned. That's mostly it about me. Today we'll be discussing a serious matter.
you need to be in better reception. Damn. This is very important. This is very, very, very important. This is a message that needs to be heard. This is in regards to the situation that I spoke of on my live the other day about Haiti, and he buffering, and we need him in here. Word. Let me see if he try to type back in. Yo,
Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Are you able to hear me?
what's up with your reception? Is you in Haiti, mom? What's up with your reception?
Are you able to hear me?
It's better now. Much better.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, I wrote down a lot of notes. I wanted to be actually factual because you know you're a news network and you put out a lot of good information for the community. And I support all communities, including my own community in America and in Haiti. It's so much we want to talk about, man.
How about we
Um,
go from there's a lot of, I don't know, turmoil. I've seen a documentary recently, and there was a situation where 71 people were slaughtered, and they were implying during this documentary that it might be associated with a guy by the name of Jimmy Barbecue. You familiar with this situation?
yes, he's a very powerful leader, a very influential leader in Haiti, and he feeds a lot of people, even though he's looked bad upon. But there was a turmoil between the police and the Haitian people. 71 people, most of them was police people. Most of them was police workers. A
Oh,
lot of them was victims of the opposition of the current situation in Haiti. Let me tell you the why. So you know the who. COVID affected everybody now, right? Haiti is an island, so things have to come into the country through boat.
Right.
When you do transaction with boat, it's something called tariff. And the ports that we have is Port-au-Prince. The tariff was so high, the products became high, and the leader, Barbecue, decided to go into the ports and do the same thing what's going on in Africa. People stealing, people raiding, because they don't have the money to buy those things. Those flat screens TVs coming in Haiti, those large bags of rice, they can't afford to eat. So that's the why. But Barbecue is not going nowhere. The police cannot touch him. Nobody can hurt him because he's done a lot of good in his community.
Have you seen the documentary that I speak of, Vice TV?
Yes, yes, yes.
What did you think about it? Was that misinformation?
That is all correct information. That is factual information. And the ledger out there goes against all countries that participate in the drug world, in the weapon world. And Haiti is unfortunately a victim of all of that.
So a lot of the corruption, are you implying that a lot of the corruption that's going on is due to weapons and drugs and shit like that? That's
Yes,
normally what fuels
anywhere you
corruption.
go in the world,
Go ahead.
anywhere you go in the world, you'll find out, like, it's not out there in the public, but easy money, fast money, that is in society. And it's hard work do pay off, but that easy work out there, man, people are unfortunately surround themselves with it and embody themselves with it. There's a few names that we'll discuss today around that same situation, specifically related to the assassination of the president, and including those who was arrested, part of DEA informants. All of those names I will be giving to you.
Okay. Why, in your opinion, your analysis, you're Haitian, why was the president killed, assassinated?
In my opinion, the president has a lot of disagreement, but I think he had a lot more disagreement outside of Haiti. Outside of Haiti, where those powers he didn't control. Unfortunately, he did contact the Miami Herald. He did contact America for aid and assistance because he was not sure about his well-being within those interactions of the world.
Okay. So you saying that he wasn't sure what type of support he would have got if he would have reached out to the States?
He did reach out to the States. He didn't get immediate support. As a president, how do you sound if you asking for help? You're supposed to look for your own help inside of your nation. So
Right.
certain people that he was leveraging to, he didn't get those leverages.
The raid on the compound.
You're
The
breaking
raid
up.
on the
Say that again.
compound. The raid on the compound on the president's mansion. How do you feel that they were able to pull that off?
Well, to their knowledge, they had two translators, Vincent and Solage. Those men were in Haiti within the last 6 months, back and forth. But one specifically stayed for 1 month and another stayed for 3 months. Vincent, let's see what I wrote down from Miami Herald. The police, Noel, which is the chief director, the interim chief director, said that who stayed how long? One stayed for 3 months, which was Vincent, and Solange stayed for 1 month, and both of them were back and forth. They never stayed in the same location, so they did not have a relationship amongst each other until that night. Now, those men been having their own relationship and own charity. They inquire this information and they was willing to help the CTU, which is counterterrorism unit in Miami. They were willing to help them. To their knowledge, though, they were not aware that they were killing the president. They were not aware at all. They said this. You know why? They called immediately after the assassination. They called their boss to the CTU, evidence on their phone records. He was not sure why they assassinated it. And to more specifically, only half of those Colombians knew that they were getting assassinated because the way they were transported, there was vehicles there, but half of the men was on foot. That means they were camping. The other half pulled up there. They did act like DEA agents, like I see, because some of them, those guys involved that I will be mentioning that are Haitian, that is connected with the money, to follow the money. Those were DEA informants.
Hmm.
And those guys, I would love for you to write down so you could know who they are. We will go into more details about them though. One
Right.
of them is Joseph Badio, Badio.
Yeah.
Another one is Rodolphe, Rodolphe. He comes from West Palm Beach, Florida. He was paid as a DEA agent to translate in Miami.
Say his name
All of
again.
this,
Say the translator's
the
name again.
Joseph Vincent.
Okay. So why you feel that he was killed, in your opinion?
I cannot go too much about it because I'm even scared to say certain things about, like, higher powers and higher people, because at the end of the day, it's still my opinion. But you don't want to spark too much interest. There's a lot of drug going on in Haiti, but the president was not willing to participate in it. During his time, he removed a lot of politicians. A lot of his parliament is completely destroyed. There is no parliament in Haiti right now because so many was involved in drug trafficking. A lot of them went to jail. That is facts. You could look that up. A lot of these people I'm going to be mentioning went to jail. Dodolph went to jail for drug trafficking. Badier is known for drug trafficking. It's a lot of corruption. But you know what? This puts a light in front of Haiti. You know why? Because that president didn't want to. He's a man of God. He walks with God. What he wanted to do was to help the people through his own business. He was known as the banana man. His business was bananas. He took the fruit of God and sold that until he was able to become a higher influence in Haiti to help those people.
Right.
And now, and still to go further, there is still a lot of instability, a lot of corruption, because a lot of people have influence. You the third world country. You the poorest country closest to the United States. And let me go further. United States provide all the food. 80% of the rice come from United States. The China, it's Haiti as the biggest rice importer.
Hmm.
Every Haitian know they love to eat rice over there.
What about the vaccine situation? I seen
That
videos.
is
I,
that is conspiracy. I don't speak on conspiracy, even though like that is involved in stuff like the vaccine have entered Haiti. There is death. Is evident in Haiti. You know what I'm saying? It's evident there is death of people dying with COVID. Like, even though there's a lot of scare rumors about it, but there's a lot of people also taking the shot willingly. So I do not go against what people are doing willingly, and I don't go against people bringing aid to my country because I'm not sure. There's a lot of conspiracy. What I'll be speaking today is facts, and all of those are source facts.
The condition that the country is in right now. What do you think? What do you think it will take to make it better? Like when I see Bel Air and shit like that, I'm like, God damn! Like, what will it take to fix things?
That's a great question. If I was the president, I would open my arms to better businesses to come to Haiti, to businesses to start in Haiti, tourism to start back in Haiti. Haiti needs money and the people needs money. Simple. If you keep hungry people and you have the money and you wagging it up in front of them, you know how that make people feel. I put a video on my page the other day. There's people dead they can't bury. The blood is infesting the water. The water looks like an omen, like it came out the Bible. You could look it up in my page. I posted it. My mama sent me this. The video, the blood running a mile long. The whole river is full of blood. The pigs are eating people. It's sickening me. The people in Haiti, all these millionaires, all these billionaires over here, all they need is to bring businesses to Haiti.
Let me ask you
That's all
something.
they need.
Let me ask you something. When some of y'all have moved away and came to the United States, came to the United Kingdom, Paris, different parts of the country, and became stable and have things. Is there a way that you can send back to your people, the guys that you grew up with, or can you send clothes to them? Can you send money to them that'll help them and shit, that'll feed them? Is there a way that you can do anything for them
Every
from America?
Let me tell you about the illegalness in Haiti. In Haiti, they have something when you send money through Western Union, you pay the fee up here, and then they take money, an extra $1.50 out your check. When you send boxes, it's always a loss for me. When I send stuff, I send my mama to sell. I send 3 big boxes, 3 huge boxes, over 100 pounds. I can't gain profit off of it at all because I know it's gonna feed my mother. And I know all those stuff I bought from the blenders to the clothes. People are donating old, spoiled food. If you go to the market in Haiti right now, everything's expired. I'm telling you facts. Everything is expired.
So you able to ship boxes back to your family?
Yes.
And
And
there's
that
no
Kenny,
it
that's a fact
it
right there. Michelle Martelly did come up with the unregulated $1.50.
and there's no it don't be no static when you be sending shit back.
Man, I do it out the love. Like I don't ask for no money back. I just let
I'm
my
saying,
mama
does
do
it
it.
get there? Does it get there though?
Yes, it gets there. It gets there.
Okay, that's just there's no organizations people can send things to help people out there.
The women are beautiful out there in Haiti. So the men that go out there has other intentions.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of there's a lot of charities people use America to go have vacation in Haiti. Haiti is a beautiful place. If you go out there, you forget time. You forget it's Sunday. When I go out there, I forget it's Sunday. That's how beautiful it is. People outside. It's good people. It feels like the only time I could cause there was an era in America they had this. It felt like the 70s in Haiti. Even though there's no electricity, but people go outside and have party, play the radio, have fun, drink together, eat together. But
Right.
now we're being influenced to have guns to children. You know how to kill a man? You destroy him as a boy. You give him a gun. You give him a gun at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18 years old. You killing him as a man.
Wow. Wow. Damn.
They destroying those boys over there in Haiti, man. They don't have no opportunity. They got to sell drugs. They got to rob and kill.
Is there
Donald Trump deported over 60,000 Haitians.
let me ask you
All of
this.
them had criminal records.
Everything that we see on television, the depiction of Haiti, it looked like, poor and destitute dirt roads and shit like that. Is there rich people, rich black people in Haiti? Because
Yes, there's
when I was
plenty
in
of
college and
millionaires
shit, it
out.
was Haitian students there. It was Haitian exchange students that came to the United States to go to school.
It's all that there. All of those is there. There's plenty millionaires. There's plenty of big farms. Is no is what I, this is the difference between America and Haiti. There's no industrial system. There's never been an industrial revolution in Haiti. We don't have access or know how to access natural resources. Haiti has more oil than most countries, but Haiti don't know how to cultivate the oil. Haiti has more fertile land than a lot of people, but Haiti don't know how to farm. Haiti doesn't know how to that because the violence, the control, the money there, everybody want a piece of it, but there's no organization. When you cage, it's like the ghettos. It's like a big ghetto in Haiti. When you have the ghettos, everybody's gonna try to get the money, but nobody's gonna try to get together.
Mm, mm, damn. As far as general resources out there, besides water and all of that type of shit, is there an internet grid out there?
Before you even go to the internet, let me tell you how I used to drink water in Haiti. A plastic bag, Ziploc, relative to a Ziploc. I had to bite the plastic off and then drink the plastic. There's no bottled water in Haiti. There's no clean water in Haiti. Water is expensive in Haiti. And internet, last week, my mama went 6 days without electricity. What internet?
So when you was drinking water out the Ziploc bag, where was they importing that shit from? Where was they getting it from?
There's a, the same people that have water, they can't afford the plastic to make the bottles. They have the cheap drink bags.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's been like that for years. Nobody comes and develop the little things. They just want to drop bicycles. They want to drop cars. They want to drop strip clubs. That's why you have so many girls being kidnapped and going to certain countries because of these people that want to have fun. That want to have fun. They over congested with fun in Haiti. And now you have problems with drugs. Now you have problems with guns. Now you have problems with kidnapping. It's too much fun over there when nobody's taking it serious.
Is that so the paradise aspect of it, the tropical, the tourist attract, they still understand that. They still understand that there's value in that and there's value in those palm trees and shit like that.
Haiti's been on a fourth level of, they classify it right now as a fourth, not a third world country, a fourth world, because it's closed off. Is the same thing as Rwanda. When Rwanda was considered fourth world, it was too much violence. It's considered deadly. So you can have not no tourism in Haiti for the last 2 years. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna talk about the Clintons. That's conspiracy.
Okay. Damn. We gotta do this shit, man. We gotta do this on prime time, my nigga. Like when my audience is really on here, this message has to this has to get out. And man, you need to have another conversation before we go any further. But I appreciate you for getting on here. You gave me some of the fine details. You gave me you cleared up some misconceptions as well. Why don't you tell my viewers where they can find you at on IG and because you're still a
Oh
musician.
man, I'm gonna go and put my Instagram down right now. I'm gonna go and put my Instagram down right now, man. Y'all follow me, stay in touch, please. We need to go back though. I have today is the president's funeral because his wife was in a hospital and they did not want to have the funeral without his wife. The president is from the same county as me in Haiti. He's from the north side of Haiti. And I know the north side like the back of my hand. The people on the north side of Haiti is very good people. Very good people.
Damn.
But when we get back on, I do want to discuss more about the plot and the assassination. And there's certain secrets. One one that tremble me is they knew to cut his tongue. They knew to shoot his head. And even though they were unsuccessful from blocking his spirit from going back on the earth, there are certain tools that the Haitian people use that America doesn't really talk about. But I would go more in details about it on what did they find out when they spoke to the president after he died.
Right. I wanted to abbreviate it because these IG videos, they only go in like an hour a clip and shit. We gonna get cut off, and I don't want us to get cut off in topic. So we gonna just go into that in the next, in the next clip. We can do it probably like this evening or something like that. But me and you gonna build, and then call me or whatever, and we'll put it together.
Okay, this is the same city that they found one of them. He's from Boynton Beach, Christian Sanor,
Yeah.
which was the money man, the priest, the guy that had the foundation. His net worth was $15 million.
You don't be having no. You don't be have. Explain to me the travel situation, because you from there. You can just go back whenever you get ready and shit like that.
No, there's plenty of times I couldn't go back. There's times I have to go to Dominican Republic and I sneak over. They have to hide me in the bottom of the cars to bring me over there. Haiti, you cannot come in right now. If you was to go in the last 6 months, you would be trapped because of COVID. United States was not letting countries back in. So there was a lot of misconceptions, about going back and going forward. I had to move my own sisters out of Haiti. My sisters are my age, and I care for them a lot, and I cannot have them around there. I put them in Dominican Republic.
No doubt. Since the last time I seen you down in ATL, how long you been over in Haiti? You just got there, or you been there for a minute?
Where?
Since the last time I seen you in Atlanta, how long you been in Haiti?
I haven't been able to go back to Haiti. I have booked flights and got canceled because of COVID.
Okay.
I only look. I've only been, unfortunately, due to my money situation, due to school, I've only seen my mama twice in 10 years.
Damn. I hope things get better for you, beloved. I fuck with you heavy. We did that B Diddy show down there in ATL and shit. I always appreciate your insight. Whenever me and you encounter, we be building like a motherfucker. I hope you taking notice of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Later on today and shit, we're gonna get back on because they need to hear you and shit. All right?
Okay.
Man. One.
All right, Gully.
One.
One.